Post Malone's appreciation for a wide variety of music can be attributed to his father, Rich Post. "My dad used to play music all the time," the singer revealed to Hot 97 in 2015. "And he exposed me to all genres, including rap, funk, and folk. I basically started creating what I liked after that. Strum the guitar. And penning my own musical compositions." Malone was born in 1995, and Rich nurtured the future superstar in Texas and New York, where he began taking guitar lessons and playing at local restaurants. Rich has been one of his son's greatest supporters, from the smallest performances to Malone's worldwide tours. The pleased father said to CBS News in 2019 that nobody would have predicted 5 years ago, when this really started, that you'd be the most streamed artist on Spotify in the world. "The way things go is absolutely absurd. I can still picture the little child who used to dress up for Halloween as a ninja. Or the silly young person participating in the family talent shows." Beyond Rich's early musical influences, Malone, born Austin Post, took his father's advice to heart when he made the decision to pursue his aspirations. Malone recalled his father's sage advice in 2019 and told Zane Lowe, "You're never going to make everybody happy. I've always been stuck with that." Rich outlined the most crucial lesson he wished for his son to learn from him in the same conversation. "It doesn't matter if you have an education, whatever it is, make sure you're the best at it that you can be," Rich advised Malone after he made the decision to drop out of college after just a few months in order to focus on his music career. Malone's perseverance and his father's faith in him ultimately paid off. In 2017, Rich told Syracuse.com, "I'm really proud of the kid, and what he's done for himself is amazing. Here's everything you need to know about Rich Post, the father of Post Malone." Rich went to Syracuse University and was raised in Penfield, New York. He spent more than 10 years living in the town that surrounded the college until moving to Grapevine, Texas, with his family when Malone was 9 years old. The pleased father began working for the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium as the assistant director of food and beverage. Rich is a huge Cowboys fan, just like his son, who has an inked Cowboys football helmet on his shoulder. Rich subsequently worked as a wedding DJ in the Syracuse area, spinning various kinds of music for guests, despite his early years being described as a heavy metal, hair band kind of guy by Syracuse.com. Rich used to love Motley Crue, Twisted Sister, and AC/DC, but his work required him to listen to a wide variety of music, which shaped Malone's tastes. "When it comes to a lot of things, Austin isn't your typical representation," Rich said to CBS News regarding his son's unique musical taste. "But that is the man he is. What makes him happy is that he is sincere." Rich claims that he gave Malone a guitar in the hopes that he would pick up the instrument after observing his passion for the well-known video game Guitar Hero. Rich told Syracuse.com, "I promised him guitar lessons if he stuck with it for 6 months. 6 months later, he said, nope, I developed my own style." Rich frequently traveled great distances to take Malone to other events, such as band competitions and cafes. "Anywhere that would let him play, we'd drive him around," he said. Open mic, sick, nights, when he would cover Outkast and Guns N' Roses. Malone's perseverance and hard work paid off, as he soon became extremely popular and received numerous Grammy nominations in addition to multiple #1 hits. These days, Rich shares his joy in Malone on X, previously Twitter, and Instagram by posting frequently about his son's efforts. Rich expressed on Instagram in February 2024 how excited he was for his son's upcoming song with Taylor Swift. He captioned the photo, "I don't know how long a fortnight is, but I can't wait for it," alluding to Swift's release on February 4 of her upcoming album, The Tortured Poets Department. Prior to the 2024 Super Bowl, where Malone would play America the Beautiful during the pregame show on February 11, he also expressed his joy in his kid. Referring to the Dallas Cowboys, he said on X, "My boy will be there doing what he does best in spite of my boys not getting there, again." Rich accompanied his son on his several-week tour with Malone in 2023, attending his live performances every night. Rich said to Esquire at the time, "I can't, in my wildest dreams, understand how this must be for him. He's been my biggest fan forever, Malone continued. He could hear me yelling even when I was singing in my room with my earbuds blaring and covering some terrible Metallica song. Rich posts a lot of images and videos of his son on Instagram, but you can also see a lot of pictures of his dogs, Tucker, Toby, and Tyson. Rich regularly writes on the value of adopting pets from shelters, especially senior pets, as she is an advocate for animal adoption. He said, "I'll never understand how the saying, 'my life is going to the dogs' is a derogatory thing," as the caption for an Instagram picture he posted of himself and his dogs in May 2023. "The dogs seem to be taking over my life, and I couldn't be happier about it." Like his son, Rich loves to restore vintage cars and has an outstanding collection of them, including a light blue Camaro that he has posted on Instagram. Rich posted a video of a new car being delivered in January 2023, along with a statement about his passion for automobiles. He captioned it, saying, "Nothing beats the midweek blues like 670 ponies being delivered." After Malone and his fiancée welcomed a daughter in May 2022, Rich not only became a proud father but also a loving grandfather. Shortly before his daughter was born, the musician told People, "I'm excited for this next chapter in my life. I'm the happiest I've ever been, and for since I could remember I was sad. Time to take care of my body and my family and friends, and spread as much love as we can every day." Rich's moniker on X is even G-pop, leading some followers to surmise that the youngster refers to him as her grandfather. In a 2023 interview with Esquire, Rich made light of the fact that he was helping his son become a father. "You can now tell dad jokes, I told him," he remarked. "If you crack dad jokes before having children, you already know who you are. You're not a real father."